Yes, y'all. How's it growing? We're about to do a little growing ourselves. I've got this little tomato started. I want to show you. And what else we got growing on? I got this garden bed that's been unattended to, and I want to tend to it a little bit. Show off. Got some manure I want to put in there. Maybe have a little fun with these. Let's see. Guys, check this out. What is this? This is Mexican sunflower. You see sunflowers here? This is from that, and I'll tell you what. You see how this thing just wants to root? It's so cool. You take a cutting like that. Usually it would take. So what I want to show you is how it took, but this is like the one time out of 100 this thing didn't take. You know, the reason it didn't take is because you want to get optimally about 6 inches is how long your cuttings want to be. So that's what happened there. Let's take this compost over. And by the way, guys, this is in bloom. This is nice. This is the false roselle, and you can eat these leaves, and they're sour, and they go really great in a salad. And when, you know, I'm getting it mixed up, there's a they have a cousin I'll show you in a second, and with those you can make some really great tea. But man, oh, that packs a punch. That is sour, brother. Woo, that's the one. Check out those little purple leaves, flowers. They're edible. Don't want to show you the mangoes. Look at the mangoes doing all right, dude. So these are getting about ready to graft. So grafting's really easy, guys. All you got to do is come in here, make a little wedge cut, make a little V cut, and slip that in, and boom, you got a graft going. So I got a bunch of these ready to get grafted here before long. And one back there doing real good. Check out this dragon fruit while we're here. This is climbing up this tree. These make fruits, they can get as big as a softball and be like the best cherry you ever had. And yeah, they just want to climb up things, right? So turn any tree into a fruit tree. How cool is that? And yeah, they're cactus, as you can see. So they like a lot of water as cactus goes, but they can survive with very little, just like cactus can. So they're cool. This, by the way, right here, guys, this is the root beer plant. Check that out. Check that leaf out. Isn't that beautiful? It smells like that root beer smell you love. Man, that's good. Dude, who knows this big holy guy? That's Monstera deliciosa. Makes a really great banana looking fruit. Actually, we've got some fruiting over here I can show you. This is cool. Look at these guys. How cool is that, huh? Yummy. So that's like a strawberry, pineapple, banana flavor, and these kind of just fall off when they're ready. And you don't want to get it too early. You want to make sure it's they're falling right off, and it's gonna taste great. The Latin name is Monstera deliciosa because they're so delicious. How cool is that? Seriously. Check on this little mango I just transplanted. He's falling over a little bit. But you know what? I don't know if this is the best spot for him anyway. So got so many mangoes growing. Every time you have a mango seed, boom, you're ready. You are ready. Take that mango seed, plant it, make a mango tree. You graft onto it. That thing's worth some money. It's just good economics. So easy to plant a seed like that and just leave it for a year. They're very how do you say, they're very resilient. Very resilient. Check out these Mexican sunflowers. Isn't that great? The bees love them. I wonder if you can make out the bees on there. There's a couple bees up there. Let's see if we can bring these happy bees down. There's one. They smell so good. Smell like honey. No wonder the bees love them. There's a bunch over here. I gotta smell this guy. There's another bee. You know, there's way too little bees around these days, guys. Way too few. Remember the windscreen on the car when you drive? It used to be covered. You gotta go ahead and get a car wash. What's happening today? There's no insects. Where'd they all go? We got way less birds than we should, way less deer, way less everything. The fish are all toxic. They all got mercury in them. Every fish in America has mercury in it. Man, so this is not the best example of this plant. It's kind of getting eaten a little bit. You know, some marigolds would really help that. I should plant some marigolds over here. That's a good idea. But that is a really tasty leaf as well, nice and sour. Look at that. When they're looking good, they look great. Big mahogany colored leaves. Look at this one before it got eaten. Big maple leaf looking. And yeah, that makes a salad rock and roll, hey? But yeah, these make that Jamaica tea, really nice pink tea. It's really you know, it's medicinal. It's got that color, don't you? Dude, so check this out. This is some manure I put down on this banana tree not too long ago. This is actually a plantain. This is my only plantain planted here on the property. These are take 1 year and you're eating a big old rack of bananas or plantains. Could be 100 pounds. Could weigh 100 pounds. And I just put some manure on it, man. They are hungry. Just throw that in there and tell you what, they're gonna love that. They like water and they like fertility, so they are hungry for that as much as anything you got growing, just about, probably. And yeah, so a little garden bed I'm gonna hook up, plant some tomatoes in, and I'm thinking maybe some sweet potatoes, or maybe some even this is yucca grown. This reminds me of potatoes, huh? So look at this. This is also known as a potato tree. It can get 12 feet tall. And they're so easy to grow. And they make massive potatoes the size of your arm. Like 12 of them at a time. This could have 12 huge arm size, like forearm and even arm size potatoes in it. Like, and that's cassava. That's yucca. That's what they make tapioca from. And something about that that's amazing is a billion people, a full billion people. This is their #1 source of calories. And you can eat the leaves. And this one, got a little pest pressure over here. They usually look a little all green. So this one, I wonder what, if it's a deficiency. I can tell there's some sort of bugs eating these. But this doesn't look like bugs are eating them, does it? That's funny. You know, it's about the hardest spot is this little zone. So it's good to remember that. So I got some neem oil. Neem oil is like the #1 thing you can use on fungus, on insects, and it's organic and it's really medicinal. It's really good for your skin. It's really good for your gut. So you can use neem oil. And how cool is that? You are solving your fungus and your insects. Like, that is great. So I might do some of that over here. And you know, the other thing, I'm curious if just doing a lot of marigolds, like, I want to see how much that'll help, because I hear about this all the time and I've seen it a little bit myself, planting these marigolds. I planted some marigolds out next to this tree out here. This tree wasn't so happy. This tree was getting eaten just like those other plants. And there's a little happy little marigolds, right? Now, cool thing about this, you take these little, it's called deadheading, when you take the dead flowers off. Look at all the seeds in there, those are all seeds. So now we can collect these old flowers and we can put the seeds all over. So when you get some marigolds at the store, you're getting marigold seeds too. A lot of times you're getting dead flowers on the plant when you're buying them. Those aren't just sad little flowers you never get to enjoy. Those are flowers. You get seeds right away. You can go spread those as soon as you get home. How cool is that? And actually, when you do this to flowers generally, when you take the old flowers off, it's good for the plant so that it will actually bloom more, they say. So it really it really cuts the cord as far as the plant putting any energy into that old flower, and it really helps it make new flowers. So I got a couple of these plants here, and I put them here because this tree that they're planted around wasn't doing so hot with pest pressure. So let's check that out now. Look how nice this looks compared to like what was happening. This was before, not too long ago. So we've gone from this getting eaten like that, and of course that was with time. But look at this. We're getting like a little bit here. This looks like newer growth that's getting some there, but yeah, I think the marigold is definitely helping, and I think I want to bring some neem oil out here. Get that. This is an ice cream plant, by the way. Look how cool these little leaves are between the on the stem. Isn't that awesome? Is that cool or what? So that's the ice cream bean. It's a big giant pod that you harvest. It could be like a foot long, and it has little cotton candy looking, looks like the inside of this pod is bright white with these little white hairs, and you just eat it all, and it's just so delicious. It's like hints of vanilla. So yeah, it really does taste a little like vanilla ice cream. And this guy, by the way, guys, this is the peanut butter plant. Go with the ice cream. Well, I'm a big fan of peanut butter ice cream. This is the peanut butter fruit, and yeah, it was in bloom a little while ago, and I was hoping to get more fruit this year. Look, there's 2 coming in. So I actually grew this from seed. I just had these, you can find these little guys all over if you're in the tropics, if you're going to like botanical gardens, and if you're in the communities just trying to be a part of growing abundance, you're gonna find these. And yeah, they are tasty. I love them. I'm always stoked when I can find them, and they're bright red, about as big as a grape. Tastes like peanut butter really, really well, and they get like a dark red. And yeah, this is about a 3 or 4 year old plant. Really, honestly, not doing so great here. But you know, this just a challenge here with the sand here, and I didn't do it a good enough job really investing in the soil. I really recommend just look, spend the time, spend the money. If you're gonna get some manure, spend $10. You know, probably put a few dollars worth of wood chips and manure here. But it's like, yeah, I didn't want to dig up the grass, so it's kind of I wonder, I should throw manure on this right now. It's a great idea. You know, big fields, it seems counterintuitive to drop the manure on the lawn, right? Okay, you don't want to like kill the lawn, but it's, you know, where they're doing pasture and everything, they're just throwing that manure down, and it's really investing in that fertility. So I wonder if I gotta look into that some more, about the best way to really just fertilize a lawn with manure. I wonder if I can just throw that cow manure I got. Definitely work it in. That's something. Tempted just to dig up that grass. Guys, I want to show you this one. Look how much better this one's doing. The yerba mate tree. This is what they make the tea out of, the Peruvians. So they have it in a little flask, they call it, and they love it. When they travel, they bring it everywhere with them. And you've had this it's getting more and more popular. The yerba mates in the stores, you can get them. But yeah, that tastes like medicine. You chew on that leaf a little bit, oh my gosh, that's that tea taste. Little caffeination. Here's another yucca, not doing a whole lot better. This one's doing real lousy. Surprised about that. Isn't that funny? And look, I gotta get some climbers going up there. I've tried with dragon fruit here, and I tried with a passion fruit vine. Look at the little bee going in there. Got bees going in all over. Look at this little guy. Man, that is so cool. I've never seen the bees get on this flower before. He is just climbing in there. You know, I was just watching a little video today that was talking about how there's a charge on the flowers because there's more of a negative charge in the air away from the ground. But then when the bee comes, he's got a positive charge because he's been flying, and something about flying gives him a positive charge. And then that helps him grab the pollen from the plant because of the charge. So now he's got the negative pollen on him. But the wild thing is, this is just really cool, is they were saying the bee can tell which flower other bees have been to by the charge that they feel off the flower. How cool is that idea? You know, because after the bee goes, he gets the nectar, and then the nectar is like a never-ending bowl of nectar. How cool is that? But he's going for that nectar, and then that nectar's kind of got to swell up again for him. Really cool. All right, these are I think those are my favorite bananas. These are the Thai bananas, guys. These make little half-size bananas that when they get dark, they're so tasty. They can't go bad on you. They're just like always good somehow. It's like they last so long, and they're like the tastiest. Like seriously, like the best shelf life and the tastiest. The Thai banana, guys, I'm telling you. And I'm also a huge fan, by the way, of the apple banana. Still another little half-size guy, and tastes tastes sour like an orange a little bit, and I really love it. It really doesn't have that banana flavor that you think of. Again, we got some dragon fruit climbing the this is known as a plumeria or a frangipani. This is the one they make the Hawaiian lays out of. They're edible flowers, and you can take just like any little cutting, no matter how big or how small, just about, and like you can root that sucker pretty easily. So we just cut that there. Actually, the white sap would be coming out like crazy for a little bit, and we just let it harden off. So we just leave it out open to the air for half a day or a couple hours, and we could plant that sucker. People just sell them in the stores after they cut them like that. They'll just stay good. So you could take this and just cut it up into pieces and leave it in a gift store for people to buy when they're ready to get their little tree started, and they can start it months and months later. How cool is that? So that is a shelf stable. We're talking about the shelf stability of the Thai banana. You know, this guy as well. And look at this. This is funny how this died right here. You know, wow. Makes me think of a couple things. I wonder if this is dying too then. That's so weird. I wonder why that happened. It just like rotted. So you know what they say? They say, oh, this one came down. I wonder, look at that. So that would sell in a store, guys. I seen them retail like just that little end for $10. So this, you know, maybe 20. And boom, there's just money in planting paradise everywhere, getting us everything we need for food purity, food security, freedom, independence, being strong, vibrant, getting everything we can out of life. There's money in it, guys. There's money in it. Okay, it's like the truest, honest form of money there is. And guys, it's hard to make a killing. Okay, it's hard to make a killing being a farmer. But you know what? Let me tell you something. Real wealth is our health. Real wealth is our health. You're not going to be the healthiest, wealthiest guy. You're going to be either healthy or wealthy, okay? You figure out what's better, healthy or wealthy. Just, would you rather be healthy or wealthy? I asked such a great question. We should tweet that. Would you rather be healthy or wealthy? So, plant that sucker, huh? Wonder if he needs a fresh cut, if it would be best, or just plant them like that. Looks like he might be getting a little rotten. So they say get a clean cut when you're doing this. It's best to get a clean cut at 45 degrees, right? So like that's like, they say because there's more surface area to root. So just do it at an angle. It's kind of good. So this is kind of a good example of a little bit of what to do and a little bit of what not to do. Because this is obviously not a really clean cut. I'm gonna show you this guy over here. This guy's fun. This This is a jackfruit tree, and this thing grows so fast, guys. This thing is like 3 years old and grown from seed. And this is like, guys, I put down some really nice compost, and it was real wet, but you know, you want to keep it wet. And so covering it with any sort of mulch. And look, I found this great fern, and this fern is like, oh, it's beautiful looking. What a great way. Look at all that fertility. All that breaks down and it's all fertility. So all the mulch keeps the soil good and it invests in the soil. See how important mulch is? Less watering. The cooler your soil, the richer it's going to stay. And so many reasons. So this is another yucca. This one's not quite so happy. It's funny how that one in the back is so happy. All right, look at these mango trees, man. They're growing fast. I want to graft these, see which one's the best. And I don't know if this is even the best spot for a mango tree, but man, if they were a little closer together, I'd almost want to braid them. But as one, honestly, guys, it's going to be a case of choosing the one that can get the graft best. You know, grafting's easy and everybody should try it. Everybody should want to get good at it. But gosh, even the best, you know, sometimes, you know, they're not getting 100%. So, all right, we've got all these flowers still, flower seeds. I want to plant a little bit here around the nice, happy little guy we got right here. This is our apple bananas. They have been having a bit of some funk when they've been growing, so maybe giving them some seeds here will be really great. This is another banana flower. So what happens is, the way this works is each one of these stalks will fruit and then die, and this one's fruiting right now, and you see these other 3 or 4 will be about this size soon and will be ready to as well. But this is all one plant underneath, and you see how they grow one from the next. So if you plant one of these, by the second year you might have 3 to 12, and so this is a few years in, you're seeing got about a dozen of them. And so one little banana becomes a banana stand, and you can take out these little guys and share them and sell them. So this is again, you know, there's economics in this. You spend 10 or 20 bucks on a banana this year, next year you got more to share, more to sell, if that's what you want to do. And you can really sell these online. You can put them up, you can find them online. They go on Facebook Marketplace, go on Craigslist, go on OfferUp, or get involved in your local communities and just bless everybody. Just be a Johnny Appleseed, guys. The more you just bless everybody with all this abundance, the more you're going to get blessed. I promise you. I believe that it's true. So just do that, and don't even worry about the economics of it, guys. This is the path we all want to be walking, and all the economics will work out perfectly if we can all just walk this way. I believe that, man. Help me live up to that every moment. I do better than most with that, but still a long way from perfect. And yeah, put a little flowers out. This is my friend, she'd love this. If they don't get crushed by the I wonder, you know, these spots that I see that are open, is there a reason nothing's growing there? Like some issue. So I know what happened here. This got wrecked for no good reason. So this is a good spot to grow stuff, maybe. As good as any. Yes, y'all. Let's find that shovel. By the way, this little noise is brought to you by the pool pump. Pool pumps like making little noises sometimes. And sorry about that. Dude, check out these little tomato starts. They're just popping their little heads up. And these are yellow pear tomatoes. Here in Florida, they grow better than the bigger tomatoes, a lot easier. This is a basil plant, guys, and look how happy it is. You see these flowers that grow? Best to take those off if you want to keep the plant alive. You want to take those flowers off. And give it a second wind, you know, keep it in veg phase rather than bloom phase. And be better off that way. Look at those flowers. These are the, aren't they beautiful? These are the hibiscus flowers, guys. These are, look at the little ants in there. Little pollinators getting their nectar. People make drinks with these. People make a tea with the hibiscus flower. How cool is that? Oh, and then behind this we got sugarcane, guys. How cool is this? So there's purple, red, yellow, all sorts of different colors. Green, and this is a yellow one. Yellow and a bit of red. And that'll just make so much. We get the cane press out. Boom, we got just a beautiful drink a lot of people claim is medicinal. Super tasty, of course. And how cool is that? If nothing else, that's just cool, man. Looks like bamboo, doesn't it? You know, for the people who want to do a little yard work, they can keep things clean. You know, for anybody who wants things to just look natural and go for that aesthetic, I think that's cool, you know. So chop and drop, when you take cuttings from the yard, if you just lay it down as mulch, guys, this is so much better for the soil. Okay, just 1,000 times better. Do you want to build soil? Well, let me ask you this first. If you want to help grow good food organically, you know, our fertility is coming from the soil, the strength of our plants is coming from the soil. So we want to save that organic material and invest it in the soil. And we do that by covering the soil just at minimum, even if that was a rock. Think about how damp and dank it'll be underneath a rock. Like, we're doing that same thing here. So guys, we got this shovel now. Check this out. We can come over here and I'm gonna turn over some of these some of this nonsense, mix in some manure. We're gonna have some beds ready. We just gotta figure out something to mulch them with. We're gonna have a nice little garden growing, just that easy. You know, so many ways people can do it. Hugelculture, raised beds, guys, but don't let it be a bigger project that keeps you from doing it. Look how easy it can be. It can be just like a bag of manure and then mulch. But the mulch is anything here. Look, all of this stuff that's here, except the weed seeds. You see the ones that have gone to seed? Okay, the only thing I don't want to use as mulch is a weed that's gone to seed. So I will not be using any of that as mulch. But anything else out here, guys, that is a beautiful mulch. And there's just always stuff. Let's find some mulch, guys. Look, all this stuff. You can just cut it back, be like, oh, it's pruning time. All this stuff. Get out the play sword, have some fun. Cut back some stuff. Oh, by the way, guys, this is the moringa tree, guys. I tell people about this one all the time. This is one of my favorites. It's such a great medicinal. And look how cool it is. It's this beautiful pattern. This is known as the miracle tree for curing 300 diseases, having 98 plus nutrients and minerals. And this beaut, she makes beautiful flowers that are white and yellow, like little tiny orchids. And you can eat those, you can eat all the leaves, you can eat the seeds, and it's all just so good for you. Also medicinal. Grows super fast too. In the north, you can grow this as an annual. It can grow up to 30 feet in a year. And it's drought tolerant. The only weakness is it's it makes you stutter. You know, the only thing about it is that the roots are they can rot. So you don't want to plant this somewhere that's real swampy or floody or wet or stand in water. You want to plant it up higher on your property so that it can be drier. And this thing can grow in the desert. This thing's so drought tolerant. So once it gets started, it's called the never die tree in a language in Africa. Moringa oleifera. The super plant, the super tree, the miracle tree. It's also known as the horseradish tree. It tastes like horseradish, and so do its flowers. But yeah, nature's multivitamin, guys. Give that to people for Christmas because this is 90 plus minerals and nutrients, and you can eat it or plant it. You got a couple ways to benefit.